It's 4:40 p.m. It's the first day of fall, September 23rd, 2025. I've said that 5 times because I've made a video 5 times today. Didn't like any of them. Made one this morning. Thought I had a lot of pretty good content in it, and the alarm went off, cut it off, didn't want to use it. Then I made another one, and I actually really liked it too, but didn't use it. And then did another one, and just did one a few moments ago, didn't like that either. So, to the individual in the Try Truth group who said that I'm blowing up your feed trying to flex, I guess, you guys have seen a lot of me lately, but buddy, I wouldn't worry about it. Just keep your girlfriend out of the group or your wife or whatever, and it's not going to be a big deal. Maybe even your mom, I'd keep her out too. But I cannot be responsible for her actions when it comes to all this, my guy. So let's just get back to regular, normal, scheduled programming here. So it's been storming all day. Daniel Jewelry Inc., guys, this is the craziest thing. So about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, probably a month, I really wanted a Daniel Jewelry Inc. 7mm 18 karat gold bracelet. I was back and forth between 18 and 22 karat. I thought I really just want to do 18 karat and have it. And I called, they didn't have any 18 karat. So I was like, okay. They had, I think, a 10mm with square file, and that was a little bigger than what I wanted, guys, because I've had a 10mm. I just really want a 7mm. So kind of let it go. Then they put a 7mm on their Instagram specials, which usually means it's a little lighter than listed or something, but they give you a really good deal, especially with cash. And so they were super cool. Daniel Jewelry Inc., guys, has been super cool with me this whole time, talking with me, answering every question I had on text messaging. Just, how much for this, how much to do this. Then I had issues with Zelle. So I ordered this Thursday. I didn't even get all my payments in until Saturday, and that was just by the help of some of you guys. And like Jamal and stuff, you guys saw the video, and I didn't even know you were having trouble with Zelle, and offered to help, or said you would have. I appreciate you guys just as much. Crazy. So they got the money, and they were going to try to ship on Saturday. They weren't able to, but they shipped yesterday, Monday. And I saw where they did overnight, and I thought, awesome, so cool. They're helping me out. And just, I talk about, because he kind of knew, like I told him, I said, man, I would love to do overnight, but I don't even know how to, I'm having trouble getting you just, the money to pay for the dang thing. Because they only really want to do Zelle or Wire at the moment, okay? They don't do any PayPal and stuff anymore when it comes to the IG specials and stuff like that. So they mailed it out Monday. It didn't get picked up or whatever till pretty late last night, but they overnighted it. So I was like, awesome. And it ended up in Memphis, which is an hour away, a little less than an hour. And guys, because it was going to storm all day, which was a double-edged sword because I absolutely love storms, and it's made a really good day. When I got up at 3 a.m. and checked it, it said it was going to be delayed until tomorrow. Then an hour later, it said it was going to be delayed, but it was still going to be here today. But it's because you can pick it up. Daniel Jewelry Inc. doesn't really like to ship to homes. They like to ship to shipping centers for you to pick up. So I thought, well, that's probably what it is, maybe a different plane. I have no clue. All I know is that they did everything they could. And when it comes down to it, it was raining and storming really hard. There was a lot of wrecks going into town today. I pray for my wife's safety all the time. And I just look at it like that, guys. It's just, maybe it didn't come today because something bad would have happened. It's not worth anybody getting their stuff on time if it's going to cost a pilot their life or loved ones their loved one. So that is what it is. I believe in God, and I just look at it like, it wasn't meant to be today. I'll get it tomorrow. Patience is virtue, right? So I did get I haven't looked at it and stuff yet, but I have gotten another tracking, and it said that it would be here today. Updated tracking said it would be here today. I don't think it's going to be here today. It'll probably, and the reason I talked to Alex, the other administrator, Ramos, I think, is how we pronounce his last name. And Well, how I pronounce his last name, I don't know how everybody else does, but probably the correct way. Anyways, we had talked about, I wonder if FedEx, has different, they're different planes. So if it's delayed, I wonder if they have like a morning shift, a mid shift, night shift. So far, none of that. Or, okay, maybe the plane was delayed here. Maybe they'll have it come back in. It's stormed really bad all day. So for the last hour, about an hour ago, it got super bright outside. And I thought, wow, I thought it was supposed to rain all day. I looked at my phone and it just said, it's coming. So again, they're not going to ship that out. If they could, they would. It'll be here tomorrow. That's that. I know that I have two things. This is crazy because I just found this out. So I have a package for Ryan. I'm sold him my white gold setup, and we're wanting to use FedEx. So I could have shipped out yesterday, but because we were going to FedEx today, but was shipping out there. So I have the FedEx box, went back, got it all taped up, everything. My wife drove to Springfield, even though I wasn't getting my bracelet today, to mail that out, and they were closed. So hopefully they're not too ticked off at me. Ever since I started working like a lot, it's really hard. And back in the day, if you guys remember, like I feel you talk about Jacoje and stuff in Braden, but back in the day, you bought something from me, I rushed out the door to get it gone. And now I'm here 9 days, or 9 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week, only off on Sundays, been getting off on Wednesdays. But so I did sell. Why did I sell the white gold? Well, I sold the white gold because I really just want to have stuff that I'm going to have in rotation. And I thought about keeping the white gold because it was 18 karat. It was beautiful, and having it just put away because if I ever, you get bored, you don't want to go back and buy white gold. You just have it, throw it on. I had gotten rid of the tricolor rope to Alex, the one I got from, was it Ricky? Anyway, super cool chain. Got rid of it. And what I decided to do was, I had talked to Diego when Diego and I did the swap, because he had bought this and I wanted it back really bad. And so I bought a new 4mm Jacoje rope and we trade 18 karat rope. Diego had asked me about my heavy cable link. A bunch of you guys hit me up yesterday asking me if I would sell it. There was a couple posts asking for heavy cable links. And Diego actually made a post looking for a 2mm or whatever it was, heavy cable link in either 14 or 18. So my plans with the 18 karat gold heavy link was, the heavy cable link, the 22-inch was for pendants, or to pair it with another small chain like the tri-colored rope. I don't have the tri-colored rope anymore. I really liked the 18 karat. I'd had the 22 karat gold one before. I sold it to Alex, and you're hearing his name a lot, right? 13 grams, 22 karat. And I think he sold it. Going back this last time, should I get 18 or 22? Because it was, there's a difference in cash there. But we're talking about a smaller chain, so it's not going to be a huge amount. And this time I went with 18 karat. And I went with 18 karat because I planned on, wearing it and pairing it and doing all this other stuff, and I wanted it to match. Also, because it's for pendants, I thought, a little bit heavier, rubbing, gold's a little soft, all that stuff. That really never bothered me. When I had the 22 karat last time, I wore 22 karat gold stuff on it. I wore the mini Boss Cross on it that's 18 karat standard flooded. Absolutely loved it. I got the 18 karat and I'm thinking, well, that's going to be more durable and stuff. Honestly, guys, I just couldn't quit thinking about the 22 karat that I had. And I kept telling myself, because it's like, well, you're wearing it for a pendant and you're only going to wear it every once in a while. So you buy these 22-inch chains and you wear pendants and stuff, and then you'll end up selling them because you don't wear them all the time. And that's where I was like, you know what, get rid of the white gold then. Keep the yellow gold, the 18 karat. And because you can still pair that, because I still have the Figaro. And I love the 18 karat gold heavy link, the heavy cable link in the 2mm, because it doesn't pull. It looks great on the mini script, all the different kind of pendants that I have. So that you may have heard me talk 18 karat. Another reason, a big one that I love 18 karat is because, and I always use the pendant as an example. If you're walking in the mall, most likely you're going to see a 10 or a 14 karat gold pendant. You're not going to see 18 or 22. So like the Dallas Cowboy pendant that I have, the bigger helmet one that came from Lynx, but it's Jacoje marked, it's 14 karat. So wearing it on a 22 karat, it's going to not match. It's going to be different. Whereas the 18 karat's not going to be a total difference. But I kept thinking about it, and it was like, man, I just really want a 22 karat gold chain. You know, I'm not going to really wear it all the time. And that was the one that I kind of always thought about. When I got rid of the tricolor rope, that kind of set things into motion here, because it was like, well, I like that chain, but I also liked pairing it just by itself with the other 2.3mm tricolor rope. Well, that's gone. And so then it was like, well, I've got this white gold, and yeah, I like the pendant and stuff like that. The Boss Cross, I actually think it outshines the gold version, or the yellow gold version. I think it really does. I just really wanted that 22 karat, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna get the 22 karat. I'm not gonna wear it all the time. I'm only probably gonna wear it on Sundays. I'm going to wear it, you know, when I wanna wear a pendant. But it all came down to everything goes together. So if I wanna wear this as a stack, I can. If I wanna wear this by itself, I can. This by itself, I can. If I wanna wear the Figaro by itself, I can do that. If I want to wear, and this is where I started thinking, okay, so if I want to wear just the pendant, I'm going to have a 22 karat gold pendant or a necklace. And most of the time, the one pendant that I'm going to wear on it is a 22 karat Boss Cross from Jacoje. The other pendant that I will wear on it more than any other pendant is a 22 karat gold angel. I have been considering getting a 22 karat gold lion. I don't know. I've had the mini lion and pretty much every purity, white gold, yellow gold, no rose gold, but I love that piece, but I don't wear a lot of pendants. However, I love the pendant look. I think whenever you're just, you know, rocking out and you see somebody with just a thin chain and a pendant, it's a super cool look. And that's what I did. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sell the white gold, and I'll hit up Diego later and see if he wants this. And then, like I said, people started messaging me. It felt meant to be. So I messaged him and I asked him, and I hope I gave him a pretty good deal. I even actually gave him a little better because of him doing this for me. And he said, let's do it. I'm gonna go deposit the money. I knew that he was good for it, guys. So I went ahead and placed the order on Jacoje.com. I got on there and I placed an order for the 2mm heavy cable link and 22 karat at 22 inches. Now, that's right. I sold the 18 karat version to Diego, same chain, and I had that same exact chain that I just ordered, 22 karat with 13 grams, that I sold to Alex in 22 inches. I know that I love it. I know that it's it. I don't need all them others. That will be a really cool, you know, have it in the thing, but I feel like wearing a pendant. I don't care what color it is. I've got a 22 karat gold chain that I'm going to throw it on, and I think that's cool. Watch me flex, bro. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I did that. So I've got the order from Daniel Jewelry Inc., which is a 7mm, 18 karat, 7.5 inch bracelet. Should have some diamond effect to it too. We'll check that out. And I sold the 18 karat gold, and I said, you know what? I'm going to order the 22 karat. I was so back and forth. I knew I should. If you're back and forth between a 4 and a 5, what do they say? Always order the 5. I was back and forth between the 18 and the 22, but it's, guys, like right now, if it was between a 7mm and a 5.5mm, I want the 5.5mm for the style that I want going here on out. I just think that it goes with more of everything that I want to wear. Okay, camo shorts go with anything I want to wear. You guys, any Wiz Khalifa fans? Anyways, any Taylor gang? No. So I did that. I thought, you know what? I mean, I've got my, why be silly about it? It's going to go up. Prices have gone up $200 almost since I've last looked at this. His prices are still the same on Jacoje.com. So I was like, this is dumb. I'm ordering the 22 karat. So pretty much my main chains are a 18 karat gold, 3.2 millimeter, 23 inch. It weighs almost 36 and a half, maybe a little over, 18 karat. Then I've got the 70 gram, 70.3 gram, 5.5, 18 karat, 24 inch Jacoje curb. Those are two of the ones that are, because like I said, little chains, everything else, I don't count that. These two, the 3.2 millimeter Figaro and 18 karat at 22 inches. And coming soon, guys, I will have the 22 inch heavy cable link again and 22 karat. Now, earlier I said you wear these alone, or I said wear the pendant. That's the other thing. I really like that 3.2 millimeter Figaro with the 3.2 millimeter, or with the 2 millimeter heavy cable link with a pendant on it. I was rocking that. I was rocking the 18 karat and the tricolor rope. And man, I really love the tricolor rope. And the truth is, that would be one chain that I probably would buy back. Or I might get a tricolor rope from Jacoje when they come back in at 2.5. I almost bought the 3 millimeter, but when I decided I was just going to do that, get rid of it, I don't need a 3 millimeter there. I want something I'm going to really, really want. I want the style that I know that I want. So I canceled the 3 millimeter tricolor, and I sold the 4 millimeter to Lonzo. It's hard to remember. And Raul, I sold the 4 millimeter Figaro, but the Jacoje curve went to Lonzo. We actually got them the same day. So right there, I have the setup that I want. And I really like the rope chain, that tricolor rope. I absolutely loved it. It looked good with everything. I got a little overwhelmed and probably jumped the gun on that one a little bit when I sold it. Because like I said, for what I bought it for and sold it for, it was just worth keeping, because even if it snapped or broke, I could still sell it for melt, or what I paid for it. But like I said, maybe down the road, everything's paid, everything's taken care of. I might, okay, I'll go ahead and buy a tricolor rope or something like that, especially the 2.5 millimeter, if they're not like super expensive. I think I'd like to get one. But there's that. So I've got the bracelet. I did do another Jacoje order for that 22 karat. So you guys, I hope you love that setup. I've done video on it before, but we'll have a new one coming. Different chain, different day, different video. Okay. And then the last thing, I made my first order. I had looked before. I never really saw anything. I think on Myron, on the Hawaiian Rope Chains, I loved how he had a lot of 18 karat and 22 karat options. I remember looking and thinking, wow, I've never heard anything bad about this guy. Super good customer service. I want to order from him. So I've always kind of kept my eye out looking. Well, recently, the Tri-Truth, Mike, guys, if you haven't checked it out, he is the head of the Tri-Truth, right? And he bought what is called a gloss cross, and that's from Hawaiian Rope Chains. I think he said beveled is how he described it, but the cross is thick, but on the ends, on the bottom and the top, it's kind of at a slant, and on the side, so it just has a little bit more reflection too. Beautiful, beautiful cross. Love it. And I think that's the perfect cross for him. When he had told me that he was getting the mini boss cross for his 3.2, he's real particular in wanting that V shape. And I know that mini boss cross only weighs like 4 or 5 grams. And I told him, I said, it might be a little round for you. And I think it was, because he went and got this one. It's 8 grams, I think is what he said. But it's perfect for him. It looks great on him. It looks amazing. Super happy for him. So with that being said, I was like, okay, cool, man. I want to kind of get on there and, I'm good on chains, but is there a pendant? Not all pendants are super expensive. Now, you don't want to get something super light, or it's just going to be kind of flying up and doing all sorts of weird stuff, or just sitting here. But I got on there and just kind of looking through things, and a Hello Kitty pendant. They had like 3 different kinds, like a Hello Kitty head with a heart, and a Hello Kitty, there was 2 of those. One was the full body, and one was a little bigger, like an inch. And so I ended up going ahead, and I was like, well, I wonder if the Melissa code still works for $10 off. So there you go. So Melissa, thank you very much. I did put in because my wife loves Hello Kitty. Let's just get this straight. The Hello Kitty pendant is not for me. It's for my wife and my daughter. They love them. So I thought, man, this is a great opportunity to buy something from Hawaiian Rope Chains. I've always wanted to buy something from Myron to support him. I feel like I've bought from all the major places. I've never bought anything from Trax, but maybe someday on a pendant or something, or Proclamation. I always thought about the Momente More, but whatever. I know things get expensive, and now they're probably way expensive, but that's what I did. I think it was $200 for 2 grams, little Hello Kitty pendant. Guys, I mean, it's 14 karat. So, for instance, like on the bracelet and stuff, I'm paying like $100 pretty much a gram for 18 karat. But now I'm paying $100 a gram for pretty much 14 karat. Pendants cost more. The design costs more. They had to make a mold for it and do everything else. So pendants are always going to cost more. However, I don't think $200 was steep at all. He offers free shipping. He also offers upgrades in shipping, which is super duper cool. Because if you really want that chain and you're willing to pay for it, I know a lot of people would be willing to pay, extra money to Braden if he could overnight things to him, kind of like Daniel Jacoje does. I love that. That's one of the best services I think Daniel Jacoje offers free shipping, but then they upgrade it for $30 and it's overnight. And you cannot beat that, guys. So that's what I've got. I ordered the little Hello Kitty, and I'll do a review on it. Why not? I'll even put the dang thing on. But I ordered it and super excited to order that for her. Our anniversary is next month. It's October 13th. So I got that for her for our anniversary. She's loved Hello Kitty and she loves gold. She likes any kind of precious metal because she's so precious and she's so metal. But, yeah. And so the heavy cable link, guys, again, it's been a while since I gotten real excited about a chain. Like I'd ordered them and stuff, and I knew they were coming. And it's, you get that excitement, but I didn't get the excitement like I did when I ordered this guy. Like the nervousness, like it was like going on that second date with that girl you really like and hoping that it's going to work out like it did the first time. But then you get real lucky, if you know what I mean. So I absolutely love it. And I think that the Daniel Jacoje bracelet is probably going to blow me away. I'm super nervous about it because it's something that I want. Guys, I don't wear chains to bed anymore. I don't sleep in them. Every once in a while, maybe that 22 karat gold Figaro, because it's, that's the one that I want to experience a lot with. However, when I go to bed, I want to be relaxed and stuff, but I take my rings off. I take my rings off. I don't wear a watch, but I don't take off my bracelets. I always leave my bracelets on. If something were to happen in the middle of the night and I got up and I had nothing on me and I had to run out of the house and I had no money, nothing, I can take care of my family at least for a couple days or however long it be with some of that. And trust me, I would. So when it comes to the last couple days, I think this morning it's a 23-minute video. It's going to be long, but I've tried to make a few videos. I have one uploading now about 2 different color heavy cable links. I think white gold and the yellow gold. It's been trying to load for 30 hours. The 5.5 millimeter video, the last one I did, it took, I think, 40 hours to upload. So it's kind of going crazy right now. The weather's all out there. So tomorrow I'm going to be going to Springfield to get the Daniel Jacoje. I will try to do an unboxing. There is a chance that I'm down there and I'm just going to open it in the car and wear it. And then when I get back, we'll do a unboxing. But I know you guys like seeing it for the first time, just like when I see it. So I will definitely try to do that. And, to the Chicago fans that were giving me crap in the Tri-Truth before we even played, showing me your pendants and stuff. Yeah, it looks like Dallas is that terrible. So anyways, much love to you all. Thank you for watching, guys. It's now 5 after 5, so I get to go home in this hour and I'm off tomorrow. And I know that when I wake up tomorrow, now my daughter has her IEP, which is Individual Education Plan, I think. So I have that meeting in the morning, but as soon as that's over, I'm heading to Springfield to hopefully pick up my bracelet. And I will still have, I have the Hello Kitty coming. Don't know when that'll be here, but it's coming. That's for my wife. I'll have that 22 karat gold heavy cable link, yellow gold. And then also, guys, I have the 22 karat gold cross being made, and the mini cross, the boss cross. So, I don't know what kind of weather you guys are having where you are. It's been super stormy. One video, I mean, it was raining so hard, it was just water falling off of my truck. And then the last video I made, it was super sunny outside and it kind of bummed me out. But right now it's overcast and it's saying it's supposed to rain within the next hour and thunderstorms and stuff. So I know that I'm not getting that bracelet today. I was kind of watching just to see how they work, how FedEx works for everybody's kind of benefit. But that's it. So even if you're doing a ship station thing, if your thing is delayed, you're not getting it that day. Most likely, I would guess, and almost guarantees. So, for instance, even if your stuff's going to be at a ship station and it's just a town over, if it doesn't leave at the time it normally leaves, it's not leaving. So, as in delay, it's not delayed by hours or until it quits storming. It's delayed until the next day. So they probably just tell the pilot to kick rocks, have a good day. Anyways, guys, I appreciate everything. A little bit of back room action. It's where we keep all the ponds and all the goodies there, no layaways. But appreciate everything, guys. Again, 5.5 millimeter, 24 inch, 18 karat Jacoje curb, and the 3.2, 18 karat, 23 inch heavy link from Jacoje. Guys, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with an unboxing or a Daniel Jory Inc. bracelet video.